Right here. Okay, so this conversation, it's a marriage conversation.
Yes.
Okay, because we've been married for 17 years.
Correct. 17.
No, it's gonna be 18 this year.
We were married in 2002, so you can do the math.
Okay, so 18 years. We've been together for 20,
Okay.
right? 20, because 2000 is when we met.
Yes.
And why do you think we're kind of rare? Because a lot of marriage has been falling,
They
right?
say statistically marriages only last to 5 years, if that.
So why do you think we can tell our followers, if we have one? Do we have a followers? We don't.
have 2 followers.
We have two. We'll tell our 2 followers. Why do you think we last?
A lot of communication. Remember at the beginning of a relationship, we always had our what we call powwows.
Yeah.
Where at the end of the week we would tell what we did or did not like, whatever the situations were throughout the week. So
That was one of
we did that for about 3 years at the beginning.
Yeah. So having a powwow, like, this is not like hi, hello. This is like, I'm gonna might hurt you or it's gonna hurt.
So I did walk away sometime hurt, but I was willing to make this marriage work. So that's why I was just thinking you have to be able to give and take to be successful in a marriage. You can't always have it the way you want it, but you always must speak your mind, though. That way everybody's on the same playing field.
Okay. So it's the same page,
Yes.
right? It's not just a communication. Yeah, let's have a communication, but it's actually more like, let's make sure that we don't keep anything inside that will eat us later on, and then 20 years later, boom, it all comes out.
Right.
So it has to be a gradual, like, okay, this is how I'm feeling. Let's leave it on the table, and I always keep. The sad thing about it is, like, I always like keep it. Sometimes I'll bring it back, and then you always remind me to not bring it back. Like, we already left that on the table.
Right. Right.
So
it's a day-to-day journey. There's no cut, dry way to stay married or whatever that nature. Each individual has to understand the other individual and work together. That's the key. Constantly work together, constantly compromise. What I mean, not that you being regretful about something or being left out of something, just understanding of trying to grow with each other. Totally.
one of the things too is make sure that you also keep your
socks off the floor. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's not. That doesn't bother me.
Right.
One of the things is also keep your identity. That's really big in our relationship.
You must live your own life.
Yeah. So, like, okay, so today, just before this video, he didn't like what I'm wearing. He think it was ugly.
Yes.
My daughter doesn't think it's ugly. My daughter think it was cute and fashionista.
Why do we all have yellow on today, by the way?
I don't know.
Right.
But my husband think it was ugly. It did hurt a little bit, but I have to keep my identity. I really like this dress, and I don't want it to change because he said he didn't like it. So I think that's part of the communication.
Correct.
Right? It's like,
right.
Okay, I heard what you say. You should be okay for me not changing, and I should be okay, whatever, even if he doesn't feel like
what you say, you should be okay for me not changing.
this is the greatest dress in the whole entire world. But
Right.
it's okay.
No, 100%. Like you said, we have to be able to live our own lives, to be able to do what we want to do separately, but also respect each other's time at the same time.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of it for today, right? We did say communication, but not just like a fake communication.
Yes.
It's like real.
Really
sometimes.
listen to each other.
There's a lot of crying moments too.
Yes.
Not like crazy crying moments, but just like kind of like
Growing pains.
that's true.
Growing pains.
Yeah. So powwow, what we did is powwow, keeping your own identity.
Yes. But there's a lot more, but this is just the basics for today.
And hope you guys see us next week. Hope we see you guys next week. Those 2 followers we have, make sure you come back next week
Yes.
for our marriage. What do you call this? I don't even
know.
have. This is our first time.
Yeah, our topics is just gonna be random. There's nothing set. Just speak whatever's on our mind at the given moment.
Okay. And I think the 2 girls wanting to be in this video, so we can invite them here. Come on, little girls. Go back or right there.
There you go. You can sit right here. You can sit right here. You can sit down.
Hello.
There you go.
And
Make sure you
see
can
you
see.
guys.
Wait, come across this way so make sure we can see you. There you go. Now,
Right here in the middle.
That's fine. She's good.
Hello. Bye-bye.
See you guys later. Bye. Alani, I don't think they can see you there.